So before we proceeding to the next topic, okay, the thing which we are going to discuss here is email etiquettes. Email etiquette, which means the best practices that you are supposed to follow, okay, while writing email or sending email, the things that you are supposed to do and the things that you are not supposed to do. Okay, like we have table manners. While you are dining, there is something called dining etiquette. Okay, at the same time, so there are several processes. Okay, you need to follow some email etiquettes, that's for sure. It might be looking very simple, but it is very important to follow. Okay, and few things among these email etiquettes. Okay, the number one is always send email to the known person. When you send an email to an unknown person, that may be called spam. People may not be interested in your services. They may block you. They may avoid you. The business conversion will not happen. So always send email to the known person. Okay. Don't send to the unknown person. Okay. Number two, every email should be addressed with their full name. Okay, when you enter the name of the person in your email, for example, dear Amada Kumar, which means you know him personally, that is what it means, and the person who reads the email, the trust increases on the person who has sent the email. So when people reads along with their name, the trust value increases. So you should send email to only to known person. Okay, you should send email, okay, by addressing their full name. Third one is, okay, you should address salutation. The right salutation must be used. Okay, so there are several salutations. Okay, basically Mr. Someone who is an adult. Okay, Mr. is used for adult, married, correct. You can use this salutation for adult, married, preferably male, correct. So Mr. Okay, at the same time, okay, you can also, okay, use different salutations. Another one is Miss. Okay, Miss is basically used for, of course, adult, single, female. Okay, female. Whenever you address somebody, Mr. or Mr. Miss. Okay, and next one is Mrs. Okay, Mrs. Which basically means she is married female. Okay, Mrs. And other salutations are master. Okay, the salutation master is used for, okay, kids who are not, who are less than 13 years, who are not teens. Okay, so kids. Okay, it is used for both male, no, it's master. Okay, kids, and it is used for male. Okay, you are sending an email to somebody who is just 10 years old, so master along with the name. And baby, okay, which means kids who are female. Okay, kids who are female. Okay, we call them baby. So Mr., Miss, Mrs., Master, baby, and you can also address people with their designation like doctor. Okay, doctor, engineer, and they have a short form. Doctors have DR, engineers have ER, something like that. So this is also possible. But remember, whenever you address somebody as doctor, don't address with double salutation like Mr. Doctor, Mrs. Doctor, Miss Doctor. No, you can address with Doctor Bala, Doctor Raja, Engineer Raja, or something like that. Okay. So you need to follow these salutations. Okay. Now the fourth important factor is whenever you send out an email, the email must be short, crisp, and to the point. Okay, let's not make very long email. People are not going to read it. The email must be short, it should be crisp, and it should be to the point. Okay. Now, short, crisp, to the point, and what we need to do is the email must communicate the complete information. There shouldn't be a incomplete information. Okay. Whenever you are trying to talk about something, your email should discuss about every aspect. Whenever you reply to somebody, you should see what are all the things that they are asking. If they are asking more than one or two information in an email, you should address each and every information without missing it in the email. Okay, so we should communicate with them the right way. Okay, and the most important thing is like arrest spell errors and short messaging services. Okay, we shouldn't be using the SMS text type, right? For example, there are some short codes where people used to use. Okay, so when they say, hey, come to me, they won't write come, COME. They write something like CME to me, and instead of to, what they do? Something like this. Okay, instead of come to me, they may end up writing CME to me, right? So which means the people have to understand come to me. So this is basically a short kind of writing that people use, especially while texting, sending an SMS and all this stuff. Okay, so these shouldn't be done. So we should follow a very good email etiquette while sending out an email to the people. We need to make sure that we don't use spell errors and short messaging services. Okay, and end of the day, okay, what do you need to do? You need to make sure that after writing the email, okay, you need to proofread. Okay, so proofread the email for any miss or anything you might have missed, or spell error or grammatical error. Okay, so grammatical error. So we need to make sure that we fix all those before sending it. Okay, whenever you talk about attaching a file, okay, make sure you attach the file, make sure you attach the respective document, because this happens when people say I have attached the document along with this. Okay, but they miss to attach the document. Okay, and there are other options. Okay, never ever use BCC in your email communication. BCC means like it's basically blank carbon copy, where the email address used in the BCC field, okay, is not visible to the person who is receiving the email. So which means we may notify somebody secretly by sending out an email, but especially with respect to business communication, adding BCC in your email is not a great choice. Okay, so keep your email very short. Always send email to the known person, don't send it to the unknown person. Okay, when people prefers to unsubscribe, okay, when they want to unsubscribe, okay, please leave them, or please let them go. Please let them go. Because if they are not interested, they can go. If they are interested, yes, they can be a part of your email database or network. Okay, so these are the few things that we need to make sure. Okay, an email address can have its tone. People can understand the pulse of the email, whatever you send. People can understand what does it mean. Okay, so the pulse is really important. So it is a written document. So whenever you give overcommitment or something which is a lie, then this becomes a written proof, and you might be at risk in the future while communicating with the people.